Hey guys, welcome back. I know, but welcome back to Let's Talk About It Fab. I know, listen, I know I've been gone for 2 whole months, but let me explain. Listen, your girl has been up to so many amazing things. I really first want to thank you guys for all your support, everyone who's purchased my book. Booked, Busy, and Broke. You can find it on Amazon. You can also get it on my website at www.thefabpreneur.com. And I even have merchandise now. Guys, I've been working. So even though you haven't seen me posting any content, your girl has been working. But listen, see I wore red today? We about to get into this topic today. We are going to talk about the 10 red flags that anyone dating right now should be looking out for, because it's kind of scary out there. Okay, so here are 10 red flags for you to set your boundaries, so you know which way, who you should be talking to, who you shouldn't be talking to. But we're about to get into it real quick. All right. So yes, guys, like we're gonna get right into it. So these are my top 3. First is lack of communication. Okay. We are not about to WYD each other all day. Okay. So that's a red flag for me. If someone cannot communicate or is very inconsistent in communicating, listen, it's never gonna work. Okay. I've been married before. Everyone knows that. I was married for 9 years. And I can tell you how important communication is in any relationship, even if it's a business deal, right? If you're not communicating with your clients, teachers and students are not communicating, parents and children are not communicating, like we're not going to get anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So we have got to learn how to communicate and to be consistent in our communication. Like, we're not about to good morning, king and queen, and silence till 3 o'clock, and WYD, and silence till 11 o'clock, WYD. No. No. We are not doing that. Guys, we've got to communicate. We're adults. We got to be able to show up and say, look, my name is so-and-so. These are my likes. These are my dislikes. This is what I'm into. This is what I'm looking for. We've got to communicate. At this point in dating, over-communicate. Like, I feel like I could be a bit of an over-communicator, but that's better than not knowing where you stand with someone. That pisses the crap out of me. I don't like that. Like, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me. Like, let's talk goals. You understand? Like, let's talk about where we want to see ourselves in a week, in a month, in 5 years, in 10 years. Let's talk about these things. But we can't talk about what you eating today and how you feeling today for a whole week. Okay? We can't do that. Next is disrespect. Believe it or not, you can start dating someone and right off the rip, they're disrespecting you. And I think that's where it's important that you lay your boundaries. You got to be able to, like, look, the best way for me to deal with disrespect is to remove myself. I'm not about to correct you. I'm not about to have any long-winded conversations with you talking about, oh, I'm a woman, I should be respected. No. At the sign of disrespect, I'm out. Next is insecurities. Guys, I really feel strongly about this. Like, I think if male or female, if you feel insecure about the way you look, the way you talk, you've been in a bad relationship before and that didn't work out, or your mama hurt you, or your daddy hurt you, got daddy issues, like, maybe you shouldn't be dating right now, okay? Because, like, I've heard a lot of people talk about, like, they're dating someone and they could tell that the person has a lot of insecurities, and because of their insecurities, there are trust issues. And I'm just like, well, these people should not be dating, They should not be dating. So I always tell people, like, look, if you feel like you're not secure in, I think just secure people should be dating. Let's just put it that way. you have got to have done the work in a very good place in your life, either financially, emotionally, like even healed or in the healing process. You just can't show up in a relationship dating someone and just imposing all your insecurities on them. It's not fair to them. They don't even know you. So it's not even fair to them to try to carry that weight. It's not theirs to carry. So yeah, like I think a lot of people need to heal and deal with their traumas and their issues before they start dating. So red flag number 4, manipulation and narcissism and all this other stuff, but we're not gonna go that deep into it right now. But guys, gals, like let's remove the mask and let's just show up as ourselves. And when I say show up as ourselves, let's just be honest. Because these day and age, people running background checks. They're running background checks. Like, it's over. For the manipulators out there, people are running background checks, credit checks. They're going behind your back. They asking other people. They're getting referrals. They're calling exes. We don't got time for the games no more, okay? So it's in your best interest to show up as yourself. Be honest. Like, this is what I'm here for. I'm not looking for marriage. I don't have no kids. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? And, I want to keep it moving. I'm casually dating. I'm not looking for anything serious. Then it leaves me and someone else with the right to be like, okay, I'm down with that. Or no, I'm good. Keep it pushing. But guys, show up as yourself. Don't lie about things. We are finding out in 2024. No one's just taking things for face value no more. We're running background checks. Okay. So, guys, red flag number 5. So, you know how earlier we talked about people showing up as themselves, right? As someone shows up as themselves, it's fair that you accept them for who they are. Okay? It's very important. We're not trying to change people in 2024. Okay, so if you see me as a female, I like to wear pretty outfits. I like to go out. I'm sociable. I like to have a good time. I like to talk. I like to take pictures, post it on the gram. Then that's who I am. Don't try to change that. That's who I am. That's how you met me. That's who I am. Ladies, you meet a guy, maybe he's quiet. Maybe he's not really that sociable. He doesn't really like to go out. He likes to be home, Netflix and chill. That's who you're meeting. So if that's not your person, that's not what you like to do, do not try to change people. I mean, I can't stress the importance of that. That's a red flag. You meet someone and they're trying to change you. Let that go. So red flag number 6. This is something that there's a lot of controversy over this whole 50-50 thing. Where do I go with this? So listen, I think this is a situation where, like, for me, I'm a traditional woman. I can only speak from a traditional standpoint. I do believe that men should be providers. That's just me, right? So when I meet my person, we're going to have that conversation. I do not believe in 50-50 and I'm not doing it, right? And there's other intricacies in there. There's other things to talk about. It's not like, oh my God, I'm not doing anything. There's a conversation for me and my person. But I mean, a red flag for me as a woman, if I go out on a date with a guy and he expects me to pay, that's a problem. Leave a tip, anything like that's. Sorry, I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah. However, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Again, I can only speak as a traditional woman. There's different strokes for different folks. You understand what I'm saying? But let's talk about that in the comments. Like, what do you think about this whole 50-50 thing? Because it's really a problem for a lot of people. There's a lot of guys that feel like I shouldn't be having to dish out all this money to date all these women. But then again, I feel like men shouldn't just be dating any and everything. Like, find that one woman you really want to spend a bag on and concentrate on her. So red flag number 7 for me is, as a woman, I can only speak from a woman's standpoint. I think a man should chase a woman. Now, don't get caught up in the term chase. Don't get caught up in that. Like, there's a lot of people out here who talk about relationships, and people tend to get caught up on the language and the word. Forget all of that. But a man should court a woman. Ladies, a man should court you. He should be actively pursuing you. Remember, I heard this on the internet before. The egg never chases the sperm. The sperm chases the egg. So a man should always be in pursuit of you. There's no other way to talk about that. Just leave that alone. Flag number 8. So, we all have pasts. We've all either been married or divorced and had a long, term relationship, whatever. We can talk about our exes. We can discuss our exes. Everyone has a past. However, I don't think we should be dwelling on it. Okay? I think someone who keeps bringing up their past, their exes, and their hurt is an unhealed person and should not be dating. You're bleeding on everyone. It makes no sense. So if at first date, second date, 18th conversation, you still bringing up your ex and what he did and what she did, sis, bro, you need to go heal. Go heal. Go heal. Listen to a podcast. Read my book Busy and Broke, and let's heal, because we can't keep doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair to the other person. You understand? I really do feel strongly about that. If you are not healed, you have past traumas that you haven't dealt with, you're still hurt from any situation, you should not be out here dating. And Dr. Umar said that. I think I quoted him on a Hardly Initiated podcast. Like, dating is like the new drug for trauma, for stress, for anxiety. We just start dating, and then we end up with a dating pool where we're just like, what is going on? Like, this is not even making any sense. So I think if a lot of people just was doing the work and getting healed, we wouldn't be hurting other people so much. I don't know, my opinion. Red flag number 9, love bombing. So I must admit, I got caught up in this before. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was dating this guy, and I was like, oh my God, he's so thoughtful. He just was showering me with things, and me, I don't really ask for much, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it just be the little things. Like, you take me out of survival mode with certain situations, like my car, or, you just help me out, right? With things. And this guy was doing all of these things. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, he might be the one. But it was early on. It was excessive. And it was like, now I'm realizing after the fact, it was kind of like trying to win me over. Trying to do so much and like give me like, so much dopamine hit and raise my cortisol and things like that. And you get so caught up in what the person is doing for you that you don't realize that they're just really trying to, I'm not saying buy your love, but they're just doing so much so soon to secure their position in your life. That's what love bombing is. So I would say that's a red flag. It should be steady, and it should be reciprocated. Like, I do for you, you do for me, we do for each other, and it should be steady, and it should be in increments. But I feel like you meet someone and they're just like buying you this, buying you that, giving you this, giving you that, doing this, doing that, and you're just like, you're all excited, you're high, then it's just like, I feel like that's a red flag. You gotta watch out for that. And red flag number 10, guys, for me, if you are talking to someone, male or female, right? And they can only talk to you at certain times of the day, like early in the morning, late at night, or just in the afternoon, I feel like, like, yeah, you got to investigate that. You got to ask questions. You got to pop up. You got to do something. Because I feel like some of us these days are kind of like over dating, and we're like dating multiple people, or we could just be in full-blown marriages and relationships, y'all. And they can't talk in the middle of the day, or they can't talk at night or in the morning. Like, I don't know. But I feel like those are red flags for me, right? You should be able to talk, right? And it shouldn't just be only at these times. But listen, overall, if you're entering the dating pool, proceed with caution. No, I'm just joking. Dating should be fun. Dating should be exciting, getting to know someone, learning someone, and thinking about the expectation of something beautiful coming out of it. That should be what dating should feel like. It shouldn't feel like work. It shouldn't feel like stress. It shouldn't feel like anything like that. If it does, stop talking to the person. Stop dating that person. That's not your person, okay? Just don't do it, all right? So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. We are going in this year. I am back, okay? And we got a lot to talk about because, Lord, I've been out here in these streets, okay? Dating a little bit, and I got so much to talk about. All right, so it's your girl. Again, thank you for joining me on another episode of Let's Talk About It Fab. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, buy my book, Booked, Busy, and Broke, available on Amazon and on www.thefabpreneur.com, and follow me on Instagram. I am Fabiola Joseph. And let's talk. Let's talk. We got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. All right? Love you. Bye.